What's going on YouTube? Just right here. So in today's video I'm going to show you how to bypass the lost or forgotten passcode on iOS 13, iOS 12 and stuff like that on your iPhone if it's an iPhone 10, iPhone 7, 7 Plus, 8, 8 Plus, iPhone SE, 6S and stuff like that. And also how to bypass the iPhone is disabled, and of course all these with carrier working, with network working, you will be able to place calls and stuff like that. Now please do keep in mind that this video is only for educational purposes, and you should only use this on a device that you actually own, that you forgot your passcode for and stuff like that. Please do not use this for illegal reasons. I do not condone that on the channel. This video is brought to you by Wondershare and their software WhatsApp Business Transfer, which allows you to transfer your WhatsApp business conversations from Android to iOS and vice versa. Check it out in the link below. Now we're going to use a program called Sliver to do this. I did not create this program. It's created by AppleTech752 and he also showcased it on his channel, but I'm going to show you how to use it in this video in here. So I have connected my iPhone 7 Plus, for which I have intentionally lost the passcode. It says in here iPhone is disabled, and if I try to open iTunes, it doesn't even recognize it. It doesn't even communicate with iTunes anymore, and on the screen it just says iPhone is disabled. So we're going to use a program called Sliver, and we're going to go ahead in here on more options, and there is a untethered bypass, and this one fixes the passcode or disabled one. Now there are multiple steps in here that we're going to need to do, but we're going to go point by point. So you download it from here, from appletech752.com/downloads, and it's Sliver version 4.4 for Mac, but there is also a version for Windows available. And the very first thing you need to do in here is not to use the program in here, but rather to use checkra1n. So with the phone in the disabled screen or passcode screen or whatever, just connect it to your computer and open checkra1n. You're going to have to jailbreak with checkra1n, so you have to put the phone in DFU mode, but first we need to put it in recovery mode. So to put it in recovery mode, you press the power button while the phone is connected and the volume down, and just keep them pressed until the phone reboots, but not enough so that it goes to DFU mode. Once it reboots, let it show the Apple logo and keep spamming the volume down and of course the power button until it shows the iTunes logo or of course a laptop logo with a power cable. At that point you are in recovery mode, and of course the checkra1n will be able to pick it up. Okay, so as you can see here, it's now detected by iTunes, but iTunes says there is a problem. That is not, but it says in here that the iPhone 7 Plus is connected in recovery mode. So this one runs 13.5.1. If yours runs the same thing, go to options and press allow untested iOS and go back. Then press start in here, press start again and put the phone in DFU mode. There are multiple guides on Google, but you can also follow the one on the screen. And there you go. As you can see, it entered DFU mode and now it's running checkra1n even though the actual phone is locked or disabled. So you will be able to see it's booting now and it shows the Apple logo with the checkra1n icon in there. Now for checkra1n, you're going to need either Linux or macOS. Now if you're a Windows user, it is probably much quicker to just install Linux or to dual boot it with a USB flash drive. But if you're on macOS, you can just use the native macOS one. Now as you can see here, iTunes says that it cannot connect to the phone because it's locked with a passcode. You must enter the passcode on the phone before it can be used with iTunes. Now I don't have the passcode, but it says in here that the device is indeed connected. checkra1n can now find it, even though iTunes cannot. I mean, it can, but it won't let me use it for the passcode stuff. Now we're back to the AppleTech programming here. What you have to do first after you install it is to fix the permissions. You have to do what it says in here, but first you have to open the folder, go ahead to the applications in here if you're on a Mac. You only have to do this if you're on a Mac, and find the Sliver application in here, show the package contents again, and you are on the resources folder. Open a terminal window and follow the instructions in here. Basically you have to run sudo chmod-r and 755. And you have to drag in here the resources folder like this, press enter and input your computer password, and there we go. At this point it would work. And if you don't have Homebrew, you're going to have to run these two commands in here again on the terminal. Then you have to press relay device info, and it says in here TCP activated, and then get files. It's going to take a couple of seconds, but it's going to generate a new folder in here called activation and the activation records and stuff like that, and then you're going to have to restore your device. You're going to need an IPSW now, so you go here to ipsw.me, you select your iPhone, in this case it's iPhone 7 Plus GSM, and you're going to get the IPSW from here, press download, and of course restore it in DFU mode or recovery mode with iTunes. I'm not going to show you that because it's a long process. It takes hours to download the 3 gigs IPSW on my connection, and of course it takes a couple of minutes to restore, but I'm going to restore it and be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So after the restore, you're going to have to press in here relay device info again and activate device, and at this point it's going to say that the device is activated activated. So we're going to wait for it, and there you go. It says in here, device successfully activated. What it did was to basically take the activation ticket from the passcode locked device, then you basically restored it so the passcode is cleared, but you also put back the same activation ticket. Remember that after you restore the phone, you're going to have to run checkra1n again before pressing relay device info and before pressing activate iDevice. So yeah, you can see here it says power off your device, then go into recovery mode and run checkra1n to boot. Calls and data should be working. So I'm going to press OK in there, and I'm going to have to reboot the phone now and start checkra1n again. Now I'm done with this in here, I can exit, and now I'm going to restart the phone. So I'm going to put it in recovery mode, allow untested iOS in here, press start and press OK, and you will be able to basically put the phone in recovery mode and boot it again from DFU mode using checkra1n. Now you only have to do this once, and after that the phone will boot normally by itself with no problems and no tethering and no need for checkra1n to run again. You only have to run checkra1n once after the activation data is put into place. So I'm going to put it in DFU mode now, and this is going to be the first boot and also the last one with checkra1n. And then the passcode is gone, and also your device will be completely usable. So as you can see, it's now booting, and this is basically it. And that's it. You can see again the checkra1n logo on the screen, and you're going to have to wait a couple of seconds for this. It may show a progress bar or so, but yeah, you're going to go back to the setup screen. Remember this, you're going to go back to setup screen, but since the phone is activated, you're going to select the languages and stuff like that, and it will go past the activation screen because you're already activated. You already have an activation ticket that has been injected by Sliver. So yeah, that's basically it. Let me go on the phone and show you that it works. So after you boot your phone, as you can see, it finally works, and I'm no longer having the passcode issue, and I can open applications and stuff like that. Now, as you can see, I also have the checkra1n application in here installed, and I can restore whatever, but this is only because I ran checkra1n for the first boot. You can see in there on the top corner that I do have signal. It says wind. The reason the signal bars disappeared and it says 9:41 AM is because I'm basically screencasting to the QuickTime so I can record the screen. But if I disconnect the phone from QuickTime, it would show normally. So yeah, the phone works fine at this point, and I'm able to basically, load anything I need. The applications do work and stuff like that. So this is basically it. That's how you do it. Check out the program in the description down below. I'm GeoSnow, and till the next time, peace out.